G'day and welcome to Aussievision. I'm Dale, and today we're going to be going through the Vidbir competing entries that's happening this weekend, where we'll get Ukraine's Eurovision artist. So I'm going to go through all the songs. I'm just going to give my reaction as I'm going through in real time. I can speak and listen at the same time. I can multitask. So if I'm speaking, I am still listening as well. So we're going to just go through in the order that this playlist is, and it starts with ShchukaRyba with Moia zemlia. So apologies for pronunciation issues, and let's get started. Okay, soft opening. Looks like a group. Interesting vocal. Oh, coming in. Nice. It's a nice opening. Piano with just that vocal. You got my attention. It's all very nice. There is some... Oh. I was waiting for something. It's got to try and be nice, saying it was a bit dull. But this coming in, combination of something kind of more traditional with that electronic driving beat. Always love that. And they made us wait. Look, it's good. It's not knocking my socks off. I'm enjoying it. It sounds very different, but different in a Eurovision sense, not necessarily different in a Ukraine Vidbir sense. Kind of a song I expect to hear in Vidbir. Okay, now we're going back down. Oh! Interesting last third of the song. I had to do something. Couldn't just say that whole... Oh. This will be really interesting to see how they can do this presentation live, especially in this last part. I did really like that soft opening, boom, and then this is, I don't even have to, how to put a grip on this. I just love hearing their voices. I think they can be really quite powerful together. Interesting. Okay. That was a tricky one to kind of like get the view on as it went along. I had to kind of let it... Okay. That seems one that you would kind of like watch and observe and enjoy the performance. I don't necessarily feel part of the song, but I don't kind of feel I need to. I think their connection will be really important, and how they are together live. I think that is really going to be everything. And it has three very distinct stages of the song, which I like. And they kind of work in together. They're not clunky. It works nicely. Yeah, I was impressed. All right, for the next song, Khayat. This is the only one I have heard, and I've heard it once. And we did it for the podcast as a listen and sort of read and talked about at that point. So this will be my second time listening to Heil and Catharticus. After the Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Atmospheric. I remember really feeling that was the word the first time I listened to it, and you really hear that at the start. We're building something here, we're setting the scene. And then we have that kind of unmistakable Heil kind of vocal come in. We're like 30 seconds in now, and we're only going to get into it now. It's nice. Kind of like electronica over the top of her really kind of ethereal vocals. And the production layers. I love that, like, Catharticus. Very Enigma dance group from the 90s where they had similar songs with like Gregorian chants. I love that bit. And then we come into this more almost spoken vocal. It's not rap, but similar. And then you have that, like, those vocals overlay from Jerry, but it gives it that power and that drive it needs, because it's quite just atmospheric and it needs a little bit of punch than you get at this point of the song. I'm also trying to think about how you'll perform this live. This is really lovely. It sounds great. We know she could be able to perform. Like, again, there's lots of part where just getting instrumentation, there's not anything else happening. It's not like you're having a dance break here, so what's happening live on the stage? I think that's going to be really important, how you fill those spaces.
Maybe what you are feeling isn't darkness, but just a shadow. Is there to help you see
It's powerful.
the moment.
The spoken word part is powerful.
That's Catharticus.
Key change. I mean, it had to do something. And it doesn't feel tacky, so I think it's okay. I'm okay with that. Interesting. No doubt people are going to compare this to her last entry, and I don't think it's as immediately as strong. I think her last entry just really had a lot of hooks. It stayed in your head, and you were really kind of a part of it. And you had these moments of, you know, rap coming in and stuff. This is more, you feel it, you observe it. You have these little hooks, like the Catharticus is really good. But there's a lot of just production and instrumentation and almost like world music of the 90s kind of feel about it. And that's not a bad thing, but it's very different. And therefore the live staging is going to be really important. So I really like that. I really like that a lot. For me to go to Love, I'm going to need to see that performed. But it's a really, it's still Jerry, but in a different version. We're not getting a kind of a copy paste different of what she's done before. So, and she's done lots of different stuff. Her back catalogue's really interesting. All right, let's go next one, which is Mr. Vale with Do or Done. So I'm presuming English song maybe. I'm going to skip ahead of the Maybelline ad, and we have piano. Opening.
The world is round in the shade of gray. You kindle these lights and dream the right away. You always remain.
Okay, interesting opening. Feel like it's a vehicle for us to get somewhere. I love a little brass come through. Okay. Oh. Oh. That's, I mean, this feels very, you do or they do you feels relevant to the conflict, to the war. It was a little catchy bit, but it didn't grab me enough and a bit repetitive. The lyrics feel a little... This high vocal sounds really interesting. I think there's some really interesting parts of this and of him as an artist. I'm not sure it's like completely coming through on this song. Oh, again, I love that. Bring in brass from the east, love it. Kind of lost where this song is going.
My power fades, yet I won't give in. As in the game I'm taught to win. So gonna play, taking lives, ruining fate. Just to play major roles on my side.
I don't know what to make of this. Like, this is good. He sounds like a really interesting artist. I like to see him just do a lot of cleaning up of a song and production because it sounds really interesting. Some of the English lyrics are, you know, for me as a native English speaker, seem a bit simplistic. And maybe in Ukrainian with a different songwriter, you could maybe give some more meaning to it and make it feel more real because I think he's got something to say here. He's got a really interesting vocal and clearly some talent, but I'm not sure that all came together. That's just my first instinct. All right, next is Leléka with Ridnym.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Ooh, I like what she's wearing.
Freedom to rust. Trust in the change.
English lyrics again.
Everything fades, be that as it may. Red into dust. Cut from the bridge.
Like the vocal tone.
Leaves in the flames. Nothing is safe.
Orchestra in the background. Oh,
Wish you, wish you, wish you know who do you.
okay, we're going Ukrainian. Where's it going?
When we oppose our fears and turn all the walls to cheers.
All the woes to cheers. Oh,
ShchukaRyba.
I loved that build-up. Softer English, more powerful into Ukrainian, and then I would have liked to have been hit over the face with a chorus, and I've kind of got a sweet little basic pop chorus, or pop ballad chorus. And I'm not... Oh, love that. The Ukrainian parts are much stronger than English. Easily. And that's not just ticking a token box or something. It's just the English parts don't feel particularly strong. But that's an interesting thing to play with about when we're having these tempo changes that we have in songs and almost a different genre. That if you play with language on that, maybe that's saying something. But I'm not loving the English parts. It's fine. So again, I love this build. Ah, this is good. Hold that note and the build. I like this. Oh, this I like. Where's it going though? If it goes to that chorus, I'll be disappointed. This is wow. She can hold that note. And we go to the chorus, but I loved that. That was so good. She can clearly sing, so maybe she's going to bring a little bit more to the live that I'm kind of hearing here. It's very sort of sweet sounding. Again, a little bit like Mr. Vel, where there's a lot of talent there, and a lot of interesting ideas. This feels more put together than the last song, but yeah, I still liked it. It's I'm really looking forward to watching that live. I think I'm really looking forward to that note, that big long thing. That's great. I kind of don't think I've heard something like that, and that interests me. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff within there. All right, next up is Laud with Lightkeeper.
Maybe чудно. Maybe it's Maybelline.
You're lighting me up. I feel
English again?
blessed 'cause I know you embrace
Soulful voice.
your safety. time that I fall, you're the power of hope that can raise me. You save me.
Okay.
Even in the darkest night, you make the wrong turns right. So I'm never losing sight.
The lyrics are a little simple, but it kind of works with this. It's almost like gospel-y.
When I almost go insane,
It,
you're here with me.
for some reason, doesn't kind of grate me as much.
I can confide. You grace me with your
Alright, building.
light. Stay lifting me up.
Sounds like you can sing.
Don't stop the fight. I just can't imagine my life without you by my side.
Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? It makes sense for the song. I feel like I've just heard this a lot. But it sounds all very good. I think you'd be able to maybe bring something else live just to give it a bit more.
I know the world is gonna change. I know
Even there's some slight bondiness in the instrumentation there. But now the more I hear it, like Lightkeeper, you're gonna save me. It's still sounding like a Christian kind of gospel pop song. There's nothing wrong for those who like that. Rise up. For what it is, it does this very well. Maybe this is a taste thing, maybe not my taste, but it sounds like you can sing it. Yeah, it's hopeful. It's one of those songs that kind of felt like back in the day, he smashed this, the juries would just give us some points. Without it being like an amazing song. It's very solid. But it's kind of one of those songs, like let's compare it to Leléka and Mr. Val, which has just had, who were trying to do interesting things, maybe not super successfully, but almost getting them. That's more interesting. And this is just solid. So, just goes how hard it is to get a song that really like ticks all the boxes it connects, particularly first listen. But remember, this is first listen for me. So I might go back to some other ones and go, I love them. Okay. Yeah, I think you heard everything I had to say on that one. So we'll move straight to the next one, which is the Elliens with Crawling Whispers. They look rocky, so let's see how we go.
Crawling whispers in my face.
Okay. Like the intro.
Drowning in the chains. Every night I lost my breath. Dancing closer to my death.
It's quite exposed though, but it's nice. Okay. Drums coming in. I feel like we're building up to a big rock moment, only from the photos. I like the lower tones there too. Oh, telephone. Oh. Ooh. It's kind of higher in that rock sound than I was expecting. So with the deep guttural coming through, but it's actually this quite nice, and that it's got that nice Eastern sound with it as well. What I will say with her vocal, which is really interesting, I feel like we're not maybe getting some ranges throughout, so the verses almost sound like the chorus. Let me hear the chorus again. Yeah. She feels like she's saying the range all the way through. So I'm kind of, without the instrumentation kind of hitting it, I don't have those, that's my singulation that were in the chorus. There's some interesting stuff. That guitar sounds a bit like Fick from Albania. starting to feel a little bit repetitive now. There's some stuff I like there.
You never know where did it go, but I'm alive.
This almost has given you some old school sounds of like 2000s to early 2010s kind of Eurovision sounding or European sounding. I like stuff. I maybe would like to see them go a bit more daring at points. It felt almost a bit safe. But it was interesting. There's some good parts. Enjoyed. All right, let's move on to the next one. I know I'm going to say, and this is the incredible artist, but Monokate with TYT. All right, let's go. We're going to have that go A sound. I'm looking forward to this. I'm already interested. Has that familiar sound that we expect from Go A from her, but it doesn't sound like a copy paste. Love hearing the Ukrainian. Love it. Sounds so good. Where do we go? Oh, I like this. Sounds like more like almost a traditional chorus, just was done with that vocal phone. It's good. It's really good. I wonder what's happening at this point. It feels stronger here. I like that kind of uplift to her in the chorus. Are we getting faster? Tempo? Oh, it just feels like it is. The production sounds delightful. I feel like it needs another hit of something. Okay, brought guitar then? Interesting. Oh. It's a bit more atmospheric. I feel it's hard because Goa had they were up here in standard, and this is really good. It's not maybe grabbing me as much, but I'm loving this. It's what she does, and she does so well. That's nice. That's good. There's a similarity with Heil's song where it feels a bit more atmospheric, and it feels like maybe we don't have that big grab thing to hook onto like we've probably had in the past with her style, with Go A style, and just like Heil's previous Eurovision song too. But it feels like I'm watching, observing, and seeing something like almost like a piece of art, which is fantastic. And there's some really nice that driving sound that she brings is fantastic. So it's really interesting. Again, lives as always, particularly with her, particularly with Jerry, and a couple of other songs. They're really leaning into that stage present song rather than maybe that Spotify studio song. So sometimes it can make it hard to make the decisions on this, but you can see the potential. But I'm impressed so far. All right, let's go to Molodi, who I really liked last year with Legends. See what they got this year.
Maybe чудно. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it is. Ooh, like the opening. Really like the opening. It's my favorite so far.
Raining drops get colored red again. under screaming
Modern.
out your name. I was afraid of losing voices that I used to know. But when the lightning strikes, I clearly hear them call. The legends never fade, never
This is nice.
gone.
Where do we go? I feel like we go boom, boom. It's Ukrainian, love it. Maybe I wanted a little bit more punch on that chorus, but it's good. Very good. Very, very. Nice to hold these notes a bit more and bring a little bit more instrumentation, that production up, because this is quite a mid-tempo song. So if you don't bring a tempo change, if you don't bring a big vocal moment, what are you doing to go poof? And so production can hit a lot. Okay, into a different part here. It almost sounds like a bridge or pre-chorus, but I guess this is another verse. A lot of Ukrainian English this year. That's a nice little part. That's probably what I remember hold onto. I feel this could have been stronger. I like where they're going, but this is good. But just give that 10 to 20% more. Just really grab you by the kahunas there. And now it's kind of like patting it. But I love, sounds great, sounds rich. Like Jerry, Monokate, this, they sound good. Nice finish. One of those songs, and I say it a lot, where the ingredients are there, it's 90% there, and it just feels a tiny bit underdone. It's still really good, and I really like it, but, you know, it's one revamp away from being really good. So, yeah, one of my faves, for sure. All right, next is Valeriya Force with Open Our Hearts. Sounds English again. Oh, she's fab. I worry with a song called Open Our Hearts. I don't want to be cliched. I feel like we're getting pop girly here. We're gonna go full dance soon. Showing some vocals. Okay. Give the tempo slow down. Not one of my favourite things to happen. I really like that intro. It was good. I am not a fan of this chorus at all. I like the rappy bit, it's not bad. You don't all have to be like dancing bang bang bang. This is good. Vocals at the back as well. I like this. Give me the intro, give me this spoken word rap.
Stop.
It's nice. That beats per minute is super slow. And so you're going to have to grab me with stuff. So the rap did, the intro did, but the chorus just feels a bit like we're walking through mud almost. So it's not really winning me over there, I must say. There's a lot that I like again though. Like there are a lot of these songs where maybe it's not 100% I like. There's lots of elements I like about it. Again, this is sounding better. Okay. Not one of my faves, but again, there was a lot really good there. So we'll move on to the next, and I'll get the light back on. We are finishing with Khayat, who I loved in Vidbir a few years ago, with Hertsy. All right, I'm looking forward to this. Will I be disappointed or excited? Oh, big brass comes in, that Eastern brass. I love. Okay, you're building atmosphere, building something up. Oh, I like this. It's got that interesting vocal tone. Okay, hi. I'm interested. Big artists are really breaking it. See, I know that his vocal tone like that can be off-putting for some people. I love it. I think it's so good. Where are we going? That's a nice transition. Okay. Може напоїться, хай по саме денце п'є. Скільки ж ще надавили герці, каменем на серце п'є. Yeah, the noise. It's interesting. Now I'm kind of losing a little bit of the flow of the song structure, but I'm loving the instrumentation. I'm loving the sound of it. I feel like we're building into something again. We kind of went up, okay, and then we're kind of building again. I needed something more to grab there. So much sounds so good. 90% of it sounds good. I just wish there was something a bit more to grab to. Okay. Started with a lot of promise and it's still good. Sounds nice. This is good. It's very authentic. Sounds very much what he wants to do. Not sure it translates to a competition song. That's all I'll say. Okay. I think clear, like for me, I have a clear winner, and it would be Jerry. I think Jerry's entry, I think, is the best in here. I think it works as a competition song. The best out of this, I think it's different enough that it doesn't sound like she's coming back with the same thing, but it still sounds like her. I think she'll do a great job with it live. There's a couple of other really interesting ones in there. Even that first song was super interesting. But yeah, like obviously a few others in there jump out a bit. Molodi could be one to watch. It's Monokate as well, of course. But yeah, I think I have to go Jerry out of this lot. But we'll see how it all turns out this weekend. Cheers.